Hey everybody, thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin Hippos. I'm Star the Flippin Hippo. Today is June 24th and it's a Monday, which means it's time for What Sold on eBay! Just like every week, guys, I'm going to take you on a walk through our Instagram photos of our shipping from each day last week to just kind of give you an idea of what a volume-based business looks like, the ups and the downs, because not every day is 20 packages. Some days are slow and some days are good. That's just the nature of the business. Then I'll go over to eBay and show you some of our more exciting flips of the week and some items that might be bolos for you while you're outsourcing. And just like every week, I show you all of our plush that sold. Sadly, only 2 of my friends found their new forever homes this week, but I'll show them to you. And so let's just jump right on in. What you're looking at right now is today's fat stacks of our weekend sales. This is what we shipped out today. It's actually not that great. It's about 7 items shy of where our average sell-through rate is historically as far as volume goes. But according to our seller hub, we're up like 3% over the last 30 days. We're down from last year, but that's to be expected because last year we were only selling on eBay. It was our only platform at the time. And I didn't do YouTube as often, like I didn't do like as many videos. And we've also branched out into other streams of income and platforms. So now our time is being taken up by other things. And so we're going to be down on eBay because we have about half the amount of listings that we had a year ago. And we list about half the amount that we used to and spend about half the amount of time that we used to. So yes, we are going to be down. But ours is down like 10%, I think is what it showed, and then like the whole market's down 20%. So we're still doing okay, I guess. But over the last 30 days, we're up. Our profits are up. The money we're making, the return on our investments and everything is up. So it could just be one of those instances, and this does happen, where our volume will go down, but our money will stay the same just because of what we're selling. Higher priced items are going out the door if we sell more on Poshmark sometimes. The one sale we had on Poshmark this weekend was for a $47 pair of jeans that I paid 99 cents for. So, I mean, that always helps too. Stuff does sell for a lot more over on Poshmark. If you guys aren't on Poshmark yet, you might want to think about it. It is kind of time consuming, but it is a great way to make some extra money. People pay shipping over there and they pay more. They pay up for the items. Alright, so this was the weekend sales. 21 items, 20 packages. One lady bought 2 pairs of jeans that I'm actually going to show you in a second. And then last Monday was really good. You can see this giant pile here. We had 30 packages. 27 eBay sales and 3 on Poshmark last weekend. So we had a little more volume. But then on Tuesday, 2 sales on Tuesday. Like downhill. There's the 2 with little Haley Hippo. And then Wednesday we bounced back up with 7 sales, 6 on eBay and 1 on Poshmark. And then on Thursday we had 6 packages, 5 eBay, 1 on Poshmark. And Friday we only had 3. Just 3 on Friday. Little Hannah there sitting on the stack. So you guys can see it. Definitely it's up and it's down. And this time of year, the summer slowdown happens. That is a real thing. We talked about that in one of my live shows. So I guess, 2 is better than none. And the days we have 6 or 7, that's better than 2. So you just got to kind of like stay positive. I was talking to Bill today of Gnome and the Frog. And we were kind of talking about that. You just got to keep listing. You just got to you got to stay positive. You got to keep your head up. You got to keep grinding away. Of course, if you're more active, you will make more sales and you can get ahead of the summer slump. And if you sell less, when we come out of the summer slump and we go into 4th quarter, you'll just have that many more listings up and you will be so happy that you kept grinding away and kept listing all summer, because then you'll really start to see the money come in and your items sell. Excuse me, I need a drink. But, yeah, just keep grinding away, keep listing. If you guys didn't see my live show, the 10 tips on how to get ahead of summer sales, I'll have that pop up on the screen shows up on the right top. I'll have that pop up at the end of this video, and you guys can go watch that for some ideas on how to keep your sales moving along. But let's go over here and look at the highlights of our sales this week. Like I said, only 2 of my little friends found their forever homes this week. One of them was boots. I did accept the best offer of $10 on boots. He's a TY or a tie, however you guys say it. And that's just an example of Beanie Babies that are worth picking up. He was just 50 cents. He only sold for 10, but you know, the smalls add up, and even Plush has its bread and butter items. He shipped first class in a poly bag. And then this is Pooh. Pooh Talks. Pooh is cute. And he's an Easter bunny. So you guys know how I'm always telling you to list all the things all the time, all year round. Don't hold Christmas items back or winter items back in the summer and vice versa. People buy stuff all year round. This is an Easter bunny that sold, and it was damaged. You can see some discoloration on his honey pot. He sold for $15. He would have gone up for more. They paid the shipping as well. So he was not free shipping. They paid for the shipping. You can see here it's economy. I know I mentioned in our Facebook group about doing parcel select as an option for your buyers, especially on items that are more than 2 pounds, and with this new shipping rate change on the 12 by 12 by 12 packages. I should probably do a video about that so I can talk about it in more depth with you guys. But yeah, so they picked the cheaper option, which is fine. They paid shipping for him, and he only went for 15. I probably would have tried more for 20 on something like this, except that he had the damage on his honey pot, and I was charging shipping. But you can see here too, I want to show you guys this example because I get asked all the time, what do I do about the ones with batteries? So I put right here in the listing that it requires 2 AA batteries that are not included. That's because I bought him without batteries. Had I bought him with batteries in him, I would have sent him with the batteries in, and this would say, coming with 2 AA batteries, cannot guarantee how long they'll last and need replaced or something like that. But you should be opening each and every single one of these up and checking them for corrosion. Even if you buy an electronic or a talking plush, you test it and it works, you still need to open up that battery compartment and check for battery corrosion. You must do that, because if you send it to a buyer with battery corrosion in it, you're going to be looking at issues and possibly an item not a described case, possibly negative feedback, and it takes 2 seconds to get a screwdriver, open it up, check them out. If there is corrosion, you can use Q-tips and alcohol to clean it up. Alright, so let's move on to these. I wanted to show you guys these because these came out of one of my Thread Up denim rescue boxes that I opened live with y'all, and this was counted as a poop brand. For those of you that aren't familiar with the live unboxings I do when I get the denim boxes, I divide the jeans into 3 piles: good, bread and butter, and poop. And I always say I will still list poop and sell poop, because you know, you sell one of the good pairs of jeans out of there and it's paid for the whole box. And when I get low on jeans that I want to, that if I want to list jeans and I'm low on jeans and I'm really not feeling whatever else I have in death piles laying around here, I will grab the poop occasionally and list the poop. These shipped first class. They sold for $13. They are pure profit. I think this came out of the box with the cut from the cloth and the True Religion, so the box is paid for. But yeah, even poop will sell. If you've got, you know, poop laying around and you're low on inventory, don't be afraid to list it. I like to keep some stuff like this around just for when we get snowed in the winter and stuff like that. But I just wanted to show you because I think it's funny, because I did list a really bad pair of jeans and they sold. And here is one of 2 pairs of jeans that one buyer bought. These are American Eagle, and the other pair is Aeropostale. Aeropostale is a brand that I do not source anymore. I know I've told you guys that. It's just been run down. It used to be a good brand. But I will, if it's 99 cents and it's a bigger size or it's unique in some way, I will buy them. I would buy bell-bottom, flare, hippie, leather inserted pants if they were Walmart brand. You know what I mean? So if they're unique, if they're cool, and they're 99 cents, yeah, that, I mean, there are times when the way it looks outweighs the brand. These I bought because they had the brown tint. They were 99 cents. I took a best offer from this lady on both pairs. So she paid $27.62 total for both pairs. It comes out to like 14 cents each. But again, she saved us $7.50 on shipping because I did get both pairs into one padded flat. So to get rid of two pairs, that aren't, just bread and butter kind of brands, I was fine with giving her the discount, especially considering she saved us on one padded flat. Here's an example of the men's cargo shorts I pick up for 99 cents. I know I like to tell you guys I like to get the women's booty shorts, but I also like to go down to the men's shorts rather, and just kind of glance through, because sometimes you'll find really good brands that are worth paying up for full price, and I'll grab any that are 99 cents just because shorts do really well, especially cargo shorts for men. And especially these larger sizes, like this is a 36. And these are just Steve & Barry's, which isn't that great of a brand, but they sold for $18.75, and they only cost us 99 cents, and they did ship first class. This is an example of one of my I don't wannas. You guys know I talk about that all the time. There's death piles, which is stuff that you fully intend to list, and then there's that stuff you just kind of set aside and you don't want to deal with. I call those the I don't wannas, and then trust me, I have a whole entire serial killer room upstairs full of the I don't wannas. And if you're new to the channel, the upstairs unfinished attic where we store all of our stuff, we refer to it as the serial killer room because it's like a spooky room in our Victorian house. But anyway, I have piles and piles and piles and piles of the I don't wannas, and most of them are things like this because I hate dealing with mannequin, I hate doing women's tops, I hate dresses. But I have been trying to make myself do at least like 10 items a week from my I don't wannas. It's kind of like a deal I made with myself, and I put it in my bullet journal. On Tuesdays generally is my day that I do them. I'll make myself do 10 coats or 10 ladies tops or 10 dresses. Just 10 a week to try to get through the stuff, but not be overwhelmed and be stuck doing a whole bunch of it because it's not my favorite thing to do. So this was a Zenergy by Chico's sweatshirt. It's blue, full zip. It went for $17, so that was $17 that was sitting upstairs in a pile for over a year, just sitting there. And that's why I tell you guys, you got to get through your death piles, but you got to get through your I don't wannas. Even if you only do 5 or 10 a week, like make a deal with yourself the way I did. Grab 5 a week, grab 10 a week, but get through them, because even though you don't want to do them, this is something that sold within 2 weeks of being listed, you guys. It was up for like 2 weeks. It sat up there for a year. I finally listed it. It is a sweatshirt. It is the middle of the summer, and this is a sweatshirt with a turtleneck. And it sold in 2 weeks for $17. So that's basically, when you have those I don't wannas, you're basically just throwing money on the ground and ignoring it and walking all around it and over it and stepping over it, because you just leave it lying there. That's just money lying there. And I get so frustrated with myself sometimes when I do finally list something like this. I'm like, it sold in 2 weeks. I turned 99 cents into 17, minus fees would probably, I'm going to do round it up just to make it easy, $1.70, $2.70 shipping, probably like $10 profit, give or take a little bit. You guys know I'm not great at math on the fly. But yeah, I get so frustrated because that was just sitting there for a whole year and it only took 2 weeks to sell in the middle of the summer. Crazy. So get to your I don't wannas, you guys. You should be absolutely attacking them. Just do 5 a day, or 5 a week, 10 a week. Make a deal with yourself and get through them and reward yourself. If you want to say every time I do 10 out of these piles, I get 15 minutes on Facebook to fart around, or I get to take a break and have a nice glass of iced tea. Whatever your thing is, you could read a chapter of your book, watch a show on Netflix. If you have to bribe yourself, do it. But just get through those piles because you have money just lying around. Alright, you guys just saw this in a haul video. This just came home with us. Not this past weekend that just went by, the weekend before. And I showed it to y'all in a haul. It is a Robert Graham. You can see the fancy Robert Graham. It is a 2XL, so it is a really good size. It had damage even. You can see the damage there. And it was a plain Robert Graham. It was one of the, you know, it had flip cuffs, but it was plain. And it had damage. And it sold within 2 days of Keith putting it up for $26.25, and it shipped first class. And I folded this one real nice. We have one of those shirt folding boards. You know what I mean? You lay it down and fold it up, and it folds the shirts like professionally. We like never get that thing out or use it, but on really nice shirts like this, and when our Ralph Lauren purple label sold, I get the board out, I fold it up really nice and package it with tissue paper and stuff. But yeah, it sold within like 2 days. I want to say it went overnight, but that's probably not right. It probably took 2 days. So even with damage and even being plain, you can get $26, you know, for a Robert Graham. We did pay full price for this. It was $5.29. Here is an example of another I don't wanna. This is a newer I don't wanna. This came home with me probably a month or two ago. I remember showing it to you guys in a haul video. It's Victoria Beckham for Target, so it's a Target brand, but it was a 3X women's plus size, and it's a pretty dress. It has this nice ruffle at the bottom and these flowers. I found it in the jeans. I was going through the jeans, and it was hung there like someone had changed their mind, and it was only 99 cents, and I figured, you know what, for a plus size dress, even if it's Target, people like Target clothes, they like Mossimo and stuff like that. I did pick it up and bring it home. It sat around for a while I ignored it because it's a dress and I hate dresses. But I did finally get it listed, and it went up in June, so probably like 2-3 weeks ago. And it sold for $19. I took the best offer of $19. Now it did ship in a powder flat though. The material was real thick and it's real heavy, but 19 bucks, you know, for a Target brand, even though it shipped in a padded flat. That's like one of my cheaper pairs of bread and butter jeans. I wanted to show you guys this Donald Trump tie. Now, this had damage, and your Donald Trump ties are going to vary. The ones with the gold bars are worth more money, but with Donald Trump, it's kind of like the style and the color matters as well. Like the red ties, you could probably get 60, 70, 80 for sometimes. The red ones are really popular, like the power ties. Brand or colors like this and designs like this aren't going to fetch you as much, and this one had damage to it. It came from, I want to say it came from that yard sale where we came home with all the Jay Garcia and Donald Trump ties. We did accept the best offer of $15 for it. It was damaged. It's not a popular color, but even $15 on something we paid 50 cents for that like weighs 2 ounces, it costs nothing to ship. But that, you know, that and the Robert Graham are two examples of brands that are good enough that even if it's damaged, you should still list it and sell it. I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. This is one of the pieces of makeup I get in my Ipsy box that I don't use. And the Ipsy and the Birchbox subscriptions are $10 a piece. Each month you get 5 items in each box. They're mine for me, my personal use. And I always take out what I will actually use, and anything I don't use I just list on eBay and Poshmark. You can see it only went for like $7, but if I sell 2 things, like it's usually like 2 things out of each box or shipment I don't like, it pays for the box. So basically by selling the 1 or 2 items out of each one I don't like, I'm paying for the box, and then all my makeup is free, and I love it. Here is a Yoda keychain that has been around. I can't believe how long this has been around, like 2-3 years. Came from a yard sale. It was $1. It was a community yard sale. I remember that. I call her the toy lady. She's one of the community yard sales that she's part of the community yard sale that we hit up every year. And she always has tons, tables and tables and tables full of toys, board games, card games, all new in package. I think she's either a reseller or she has a store or something. I call her the toy lady. Most of the stuff we get from her floats quick. I can't believe that this took like 2 years to sell. It's a Star Wars brand new on its card Yoda keychain, but it did. But it sold for $9, so I was just happy to see it go. It did ship first class. We stuck it in a yellow bubble mailer, like you'll see people do video games and DVDs in, just to give it some protection. And here's the Skipbo I just showed you guys in a haul video last week. We paid 50 cents for it. I like to pay a quarter. I said this in the haul video. I like to pay a quarter for these, but I'll pay 50 cents. They sell fast enough that even though you're only going to get anywhere from $8 to $12, these and the Uno, Skipbo and Uno cards, you're only going to get like $8 to $12, but they sell so stinking fast, and you can get them for a quarter and 50 cents. They're just like one of the smalls I like to have in the store. I find them almost every week. I find Skipbo or Uno at some yard sales. Sometimes like I'm almost stacks of them. Sometimes I only find 1 or 2 decks a weekend. But you can find them all the time at the yard sales. And this sold within like a day of being listed. Cost 50 cents. And I was excited when I got it home. Can you see that they're wrapped? That's the other thing too. A lot of times I'll pick these up and I get them home and open up the box and they're brand new in the package still. And people do buy them all the time. They go really super fast. This particular set sold for $10. It was up on our sale for $10. The guy bought it. His address was wrong. He asked us to cancel. And then he rebought it. And we let him, offer us $10 because that's what he originally bought it for. So I did want to show you guys those because I know I just had them in the haul video. They've only been in the store, a couple days. And they go fast. Alright guys, that's all I wanted to show you this week. Let me know down in the comments below how your sales have been. How are you doing? Did you guys flip anything super exciting? Did you have any fun flips this week? I just love to hear from you guys. You know that. If you would, before you leave, please smash that like button. It really does help our channel. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin Hippos across all social media. Be sure and join our Facebook group. The link to that is down in the description box. We'd love to have you in there. Until next time, guys, have a good night. Go be productive and go make some money.